Never miss the latest Game Tea. Check us out on social media. You can find us on Facebook at The Game Tea Podcast, and you can find us on Twitter at Game Tea Podcast X. We post memes, gaming news, retweet friends of the pod, and of course, let you know when new episodes are available for your sippin' pleasure. Links are all available in the description of this episode, so check them out after the show, and thank you so much for listening to the Game Tea Podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Game Tea Podcast. My name is Czar. Now, the Game Tea crew has been working very hard on a lot of different projects, so we don't exactly have a news episode for you today. However, we do have a bunch of random snippets that never made it into previous episodes, mostly due to irrelevancy. But don't worry, the Game Tea crew will be back in full swing very soon, giving you that game tea that you love so much. Enjoy!
Did you know that beer you gave me had 7.5% alcohol?
Good for you.
What the fuck?
He's trying to get you drunk, JP. Look out.
Oh,
Is it working?
You won't get my clothes off.
Ooh la la!
Brother.
So I'm pursuing my PhD in the end of the year. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy year.
Yeah, I bet that does not sound great.
Oh, no, it's going to be... Oh, no, man, it's going to be fine.
PhD.
Yeah.
All right, should we get this train going?
All right, you got the script?
I got it ready.
I got the script. Share it with Syra.
Sarah.
We don't have enough copies, so share with a partner.
Share with the person on your right.
All right. This is the script. If you want to read ahead, these are your lines that you have to read word for word.
And same as always, I'll cue you in. Don't worry, Syra, I'll tell you when to talk.
I've never...
You'd be surprised how natural it
Well, I'm
comes.
just
Feels
going to...
pretty natural.
By the way, how's all our voice levels? Are we doing all right?
Oh, yeah, we're doing great.
Sounds pretty
Cool.
good.
All right.
Yeah, we're doing great.
This mic is pretty good. I hope I sound
no,
like
they're
this
phenomenal.
I hope I sound like this in Discord.
No, you do not.
I hope I do, because I spent like a bajillion amounts of money on, what's it called? The Shure MV7.
That's one funky Hawaiian currency you got.
Look, Hawaiians, they don't do anything right. They're probably driving on the wrong side of the street as well.
Hey, the one thing they did do right was never abide by daylight savings time.
That's true. Fuck
Really? Hawaii
We-
broke the cycle?
Hawaii and Arizona.
I looked this
Good
up
for
yesterday.
you guys.
In 1945.
All right, so we've got a video that's part of the script
also have
today.
time
How
to
did you
think
want to
about it.
share that so everybody
You have
can
time
see
to
it?
think about it.
We leave a little silence in between where we want to talk about each video part, and then we watch the video. I'll cut it out, and I'll add it later.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Isn't that what you guys did with the Joe Rogan thing, where like he's talking about how instead of playing video games, you should learn.
You should open a dojo.
Open a dojo and become a master sensei.
Don't be an asshole. Open a dojo. It's so obvious.
Just become a black belt master.
Duh.
Open your own dojo. Take on 20 students right away. Immediately be successful.
What are you doing with your lives?
I know I haven't changed much, because I know my initial thought was the same thing I fucking said. Who the fuck wants to do... Where are you going to find 20 kids that want to do dojo training?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Where is your laptop?
My who what now?
Yeah, your laptop.
It is over there in the backpack.
Why is it always dead?
I forget. I've got phone. I have phone.
Send the script to Chez.
Chez has access to the G drive still.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do. I never took it away.
Let me see. Oh, hey, I think I do have it.
Nice.
Yeah, season 7, episode 8.
Yep, there it is.
We're actually on episode 10, but that's okay.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I've driven through like western Nebraska. They suck. All right.
Those guys suck.
And now Syra has too. She didn't realize just how nothing there could be driving across the country.
Oh, yeah. It's
No, there
nothing.
was a bunch of cows.
Cows on my side.
Every time she saw them, did she go, look, cows?
No, she went, cow!
Because of that. What was that?
Do you guys know who Daniel Sloss is?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this
Of course I know
before,
who Daniel Sloss is.
Yeah, horses.
On HBO Max, he has a special called X. So every time that their daughter and like they're driving and they see a horse, the daughter's just like, horses!
That's pretty good. Daniel Sloss, if you haven't checked him out, he's pretty good.
I feel like I've seen that video before. Do you want one of these blondes?
I'm not a big beer guy, so.
Does Ira want it?
I am not a fan of alcohol yet.
No?
Yeah.
Still relatively
Don't you
new
want
to
that?
my
I got that for
experience.
you.
Motherfucker, I'm on beer too, but yes, I'll take it.
I
Okay.
want it, obviously.
Well, these two aren't drinking.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
get drunk. The hell did I get there?
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's
no,
pretty.
I like that a lot, actually, man.
You want to trade?
Yes.
It's an IPA.
Yeah.
It's a
Are you
double
sure?
IPA.
That means you're doubling up on the vanilla bean.
That's fine with me. I love that vanilla bean.
Me too, but this looks fun.
Yeah, Syra mostly. What do you drink? What was that like Asian? We got stuff
It's
at
called
an Asian
water,
market.
Chez. We've been trying.
You need to drink
You
it.
need
No, just caffeine. Just soda.
Dr. Pepper.
Doctor.
Make
Dr. Pepper.
All right. Doctor Strange is the best character in the MCU, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
I fucking love
No
Doctor
argument.
Strange. Amazing. His movies are fire. Every time he shows up on screen, it's like he's serious enough to where like it's fun, but also he cracks the joke like with perfect timing. They always nail it with Strange.
Can we have a Hulk movie?
Right?
Do we
Hulk is the
need
only
one?
one who has not had his own movie.
We're getting a Planet Hulk movie.
That is.
Is it animated?
No.
That's
Okay, well,
technically
that's
not
good.
true. There is a
Are you
Hulk
talking-
movie that came after Iron Man, but it doesn't even
Before Iron
feature. It was
Wait,
before. No,
hold
it
on,
was,
I'm
I think Iron
double-checking.
Man is number one.
Are you talking about the 2001 Hulk movie?
No. It's 2008.
That is technically
There's a-
canon.
no.
Samuel L. Jackson shows up at the very end of that movie and talks to Bruce Banner.
Nope,
Yep.
that's the 2008 one you're thinking of.
Oh, is it the 2000?
And
The
I
Incredible Hulk, and I'm looking at it when it comes because there's a 2003 one too, and we don't talk about that one.
Well, because I
We
had that
don't
on the
talk
Xbox
about
original,
Hulk.
and it was a lot of fun.
That came out in June 13th. JP, write that down.
why?
Someone look up when Iron Man came out. I want to know which one came out first.
Okay, so and also it's escaping me. What's the name of the actor that plays Bruce
Edward
Banner?
Norton.
Edward
Guy from
Norton.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
May 2nd. Which one came out first?
Thanos is coming. I forgot the number. June 13th.
You're right. Iron Man came out first by like a month.
Ah, I knew it.
Is that Incredible Hulk officially affiliated with the MCU, though?
Yes.
Dude, it's canon.
Is it?
If you look at the timeline, like they put the Hulk in there, but it's funny watching those videos on YouTube of like ranking the timeline. They all say the same fucking thing. It's like, just don't even bother watching this.
Well, I have had several arguments with a past roommate of mine who was adamant that the Hulk was not a part of the MCU. Like, that was a separate movie that Fox Studios did on their own.
That is 100% not true.
That's what I always
How many
said.
sentences do you guys have for description dismay?
A few moments later.
All right, and while you're doing that real quick, I'm looking this up. Yeah, they say it right there, Hulk. In the actual timeline, it comes after Thor. Not that anything in the timeline pre-First Avengers really matters that much, because they're all origin stories happening at basically the same time. With the exception of Captain America and Marvel. And, God, the shows, too. If you're throwing the shows in there.
You guys watch She-Hulk yet?
No, but I've heard it sucks.
I like it.
Do you?
It's funny.
I mean, that's...
I very much feel like is this phase 4 or 5 now?
I don't even fucking know anymore.
I feel like this is where they're like kind of going back without retreading old shit. Like they're trying to rebuild a bunch of characters up, which I like.
I guess...
They can't rest on their laurels as much as they
Yeah.
used to be able to. So I'm glad they're creating unique, albeit sometimes cringy, stories. Like it feels like I'm watching comic book movies. And I like that.
That's a good take. I can appreciate that. My problem, and it's not just about any of these shows or movies anymore, but just in general with the MCU, what the fuck could you possibly do that's gonna follow up Thanos? A man who literally wiped out half of existence.
And had a very good reason for doing so.
The only thing with She-Hulk is I see a lot of people hiding blatant sexism and misogyny behind like just like these really petty reasons not to like the show, if that makes sense. And I think like that's not to say I don't think there's not real reasons why you shouldn't like She-Hulk, because there's absolutely criticism you can make about it, but it's just like it's so obvious when people say these things like that are disguised as real criticism as kind of a veil for the truth, which is just they don't like women in the MCU. But like I've seen that a lot with people talking about Captain Marvel too, like acting like it's the worst fucking movie that's ever been movied. Like, it's not amazing by any means, but it's also not nearly as fucking bad as these incels make it out to be at all.
Does everyone who is criticizing Miss Marvel or whatever her name is, do they realize
different than Captain Marvel?
Or Captain Marvel. Do they realize that Captain Marvel is actually a female character in the comics?
I think most people do. And I don't, but like most people just like disguise the fact that, again, I just don't even know how to describe it anymore.
We're in the 21st century. We have strong female leads. Get over it.
But that's half the problem is like the complaints come mostly about Brie Larson's performance or the writing. And my argument to both of those would be, one, when Captain Marvel came out, the writing wasn't good in any of the Marvel movies. At all. And yet you never hear anyone talk nearly as much shit about Captain Marvel as other movies that came out along the same line from the MCU. Right? Like, you just don't. Like, I'm trying to think. I think Captain Marvel followed up Black Panther, right?
Yeah. It was, like, right after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Black Panther was good. I would say Captain Marvel was just a little less bad, but people treat it like it's the worst fucking thing ever. Hiding behind, one, they don't like Brie Larson, which I guess, like...
I think it's all just hiding behind personal issues.
I totally agree. And it's like, oh, well, if I come up with something that sounds like a real reason, then I can hide that. And it's like, yeah, I guess, but the slightest amount of scrutiny, and your arguments fall apart pretty damn quick.
I don't like this series because I did not originally see a movie, like a poster for She-Hulk. What I saw was a poster for Gruntilda, the villain in Banjo-Kazooie, because she's green, and like the legs walking up the courthouse steps look like Grunty.
Just in your psyche, you were like, fuck her.
Yes, because I was like, oh my god, we're getting a Banjo-Kazooie TV show. That's awesome. And then I find out that it's just She-Hulk.
In what world would we get a Banjo-Kazooie television show?
We would probably get a television show before we get a new game, honestly.
You're not wrong.
No, I think She-Hulk looks really good. I just wish it was grunty.
Yeah. I would have loved it if they gave Natasha, Black Widow, her own movie.
Yeah, instead of a TV show.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that. Her own movie. Because everyone fucking loved Black Widow, but she always had a supporting role in basically all these other movies.
Until she died. She got her movie.
Yeah, until she died. And now I want to see...
kill Captain Marvel, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see. And I'm just saying, like, I would have loved to see her movie, how it would have done. Because if people came out bitching and complaining... Wait, she did have a movie.
Yeah.
It was great.
People came out bitching and complaining.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was alright.
I never saw it.
I'm trying to think of what it was called.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Just Black Widow?
Yeah, it was just Black Widow.
Come to think of it, actually, I do think I liked that movie. I'm going to have to go back. Anyway.
Well, you know what, Dave?
I mean, obviously, I forgot that the movie existed, so it couldn't have been that memorable, but...
God, I was watching... Because you said you were watching... No, you were watching Multiverse of Madness. I finally watched Thor, Love and Ragnarok. And that...
Love and Ragnarok.
Love and Ragnarok.
Or
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. They didn't advertise it like on Disney Plus very well. Like they said it was coming out on September 9th, and then I got there, and it wasn't like easy to find. I had to click on Thor Ragnarok, which is why I said that, and then I was like, oh, there it is, Thor Love and Thunder.
Really?
Huh.
That's interesting.
Maybe it didn't do well in the box office or something.
I don't think it did, honestly.
It wasn't my favorite Thor, that's for sure. But
what? Okay, that's a different story. Don't get me on a tangent here. All right.
Ragnarok is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, but like the other two Thor movies were piss awful, like boring.
Oh yeah, no, they were bad. The first Thor movie was awful.
I don't think the first was that bad, but Dark World for sure.
I hate an origin story though. Like Thor.
So Phase 1 just
That's all Phase 1 was.
Yeah, I know, and I hated Phase 1.
What about Iron Man?
Thor is like, why take Thor's powers away?
What about Iron Man?
Well, I mean, Iron
he
Man,
wasn't worthy, which tied very well into this movie.
Iron Man's origin was pretty good because he had the whole kidnapping in Afghanistan and everything.
It was a good damn movie.
Yeah, his superhero persona was born out of necessity to survive, which I like that.
But like, really? The terrorists aren't going to watch him. They're just going to let him build a bomb without any supervision besides a doctor that they don't know what he's saying / trust.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true.
Just,
they built that scene out of necessity to make some plot holes is all I'm saying.
Now, here's what's fucking awesome about Multiverse of Madness. If you look at every character's like individual movies, the second always fucking bombs.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2, fucking awful, right? Thor Dark World, fucking terrible. Multiverse of Madness is one of the first times we saw like the second movie in a lineup for a character, and it was fucking better.
Didn't Strange have another movie though? Because he had Doctor Strange, which was his origin. And then wasn't there a movie in between somewhere?
No, he's just so involved with the MCU that, I mean, the motherfucker shows up in all the Avengers, the Spider-Man movies. Like,
maybe that's why I was thinking of it.
Like he's just so fucking involved.
Yeah. It was good.
The second Captain America movie was fire too.
Okay, you got me there. Was that Winter Soldier?
I'm adding on. I'm not taking away.
Yes, that was Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America, First Avenger, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Captain America, Civil War.
Yeah, which was basically an Avengers movie.
Essentially.
Like, Captain America did not have a ton of screen time for that movie.
I felt like he was the main character. Like, he was kind of driving the plot along. And he gave you, like, you got to see a Tony side, you get to see the Winter Soldier side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of Avengers, like, I would argue Age of Ultron's the weakest.
Oh, by far.
First Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame. By far, Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Age of Ultron was really just to set the scene for Endgame, though. Like, the, can't even think of Thanos saga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanos.
Okay, and then so Thor, that's the third one, right? Fourth one. That's our fourth Thor movie.
That is, yep.
Yeah.
That movie felt all over the place.
It did. It really did.
I never knew what to feel, and so I was just kind of like laughing through most of it. So I was like, okay. But then at the end, it got like very serious. And I was like, okay, now I'm feeling this. I wish you could have got a whole movie like this.
I love how that movie ended with the ultimate dick move. Like, Thor loses his love interest forever. Villain is on his deathbed, just like ready to die. What does this guy do? Bring my kid back to life and make that guy take care of him.
What a douche!
Like, this kid brings his daughter back to life just to pass the kid off to another guardian.
Like, oh, you fucker!
Like, fuck you!
First off, Gore was right. Fuck the gods, all right?
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Zeus, I was sitting there like, you're a piece of shit, bro. Sean Bean, bro. What are you doing, all right? Fucking, you went from Ned Stark to this? Come on, guy.
I mean, I know MCU... Thor it's not supposed to have anything to do with actual Norse mythology at all. It's supposed to be completely just using the characters. That's about it. But yeah, fuck everybody. Fuck all of them, dude. Zeus is a fucking horrible
I completely forgot that Hercules is a villain in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Like, that scene did actually kind of play out in the comics, too, where Thor basically bitch smacks Zeus, and Zeus is like, all right, time to get even. Hercules, get in here, my boy.
It's Thorbin time.
It's Thorbin time.
Yep. You boys ready?
I am ready.
Zach, you ready to go?
I was born ready.
That is 20 minutes of shit. Maybe we should start a new audio file.
It's up to you.
Well, no. I am going to mark it because Description Dismay shouldn't take more than like 45 minutes.
If that, it's a shorter segment. All right. Roll camera.
Quiet on set. Places, everybody. And...
It was a misinput. Calm down! You calm the fuck down!
A Huda Media Production.